When Bill DeFOUW purchased the Chevrolet dealership in downtown Lafayette, he had the revolutionary idea of housing sales, service, and parts in one location. With no property large enough in the downtown area, DeFOUW decided to move to the high-traffic area on US 52 on the city's east side.
Completed it. The weekend for his grand opening was the weekend that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. So that was really something to have a grand opening that weekend. So I'm sure he didn't have a lot of customers in that weekend, but the rest is just a success story.
Dennis GERNHARDT married Bill's daughter Jeannie and joined the dealership in 1979 and was instrumental in bringing the BMW dealership to Lafayette in the early 80s. He says Bill DeFOUW was the kind of dealer people enjoyed buying a car from.
Bill was a very caring person, and he was someone that gave back to the community. He appreciated the fact that when he came here, the success that he owed to the community, the surrounding areas, and he always wanted to give back.
GERNHARDT says DeFOUW was known as someone always willing to give but never wanted the attention. DeFOUW's grandson, Grant GERNHARDT, says he learned at an early age the kind of man his grandfather was.
He knew that I had a passion for business, and it's something he and I would talk about. When I was little, I always would have car washes, and he'd be the first one to drive to the other side of town, and his car was perfectly clean. He had it detailed the day before here, but you know, he was going to make sure that he saw me work and saw me succeed and encouraged that.
Grant joined the dealership in 2014. He told us DeFOUW recently completed purchasing the Nissan dealership located at the corner of Creasy Lane and South Street.
We came to an agreement with Nissan that it would be DeFOUW Nissan of Lafayette. So still have the DeFOUW name. For short, we probably will reference DeFOUW Nissan. It's a little quicker, a little easier.
Since its beginning in 1961, the dealership has grown to employ over 160 people. Many of them have been with DeFOUW 20 years or more. Grant GERNHARDT says meeting their employees' needs has always been part of the company's culture.
It's 100% our people. That's what Bill's philosophy was. You take care of your people, you take care of your employees, and that's the team, and we'll take care of the customers.
Car buyers in the 21st century have more options on how to buy a car than ever before.
People can buy over the internet and then come take delivery of the vehicle here, but we still think that you have to have a relationship with the salesperson, with the service department, and with the entire dealership.
Those traditions will continue as Dennis steps away from the daily operation and hands it over to the next generation.
Dad's not going anywhere, though. He loves his community. He loves, this is what he's known. You know, my dad's been in the business at this dealership 43 years now, so he's been at the store longer than Bill was.
Dennis says there are customers who have been buying from DeFOUW since the 1960s, and it's the tradition started by Bill DeFOUW that continue to bring people back.
He was a great mentor for me, and he was just a great guy. I can't say enough about him. People in town loved Bill DeFOUW.
Dave North, Star City News, Lafayette.